Yo, this is Conan. You're listening to World of Wrestling Podcast with Tax and Rich. Boom.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. My name is Rich. I don't know how to do this intro. Maybe do it after we've introduced us all.
I think so.
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because as you don't like shilling, I can shill it, if you prefer.
That's a good idea. Yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking about chilling it like really quickly.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Because I hate it when podcasts just go on and on about, you know, Blue Chew and we talk about every week. Even though we're not sponsored by them.
Hi, Joe Rogan, with all your shit for all your sponsors.
Sure. Fucking, what's that fucking dick thing you fuck? Like the fake pussy?
Fleshlight?
There you go. Yeah. We can get a fleshlight introduction of it. It's all good. Hello, everybody. I'm going to start again. Fucking Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever done the intro. All right.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. My name is Rich, and as always, I'm joined by my good buddy, Tax Williams.
The Gold Lion, Tax
The
Williams.
Gold Lion, Tax Williams. And we are joined by a special guest, Mr. Silas Roth is here today.
Good evening.
How you doing, man?
Hi.
Making your return to the pod.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's all good, man. I was trying to think last time you were on was Super Quiz Cup 2, wasn't it?
Don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you are new to the pod and you joined us at episode 50, thanks very much for watching it. If you want to go back and listen to the Super Quiz Cup 2 or all of our previous episodes, you can go to our archive at worldofwrestlingpodcast.com. You can keep this pod going free of charge and go to amazon.co.uk, buy a t-shirt, just search for World of Wrestling Podcast, and we're on Twitter at World of Rest Pod. That's the best way to get to us. But now we've done our shilling, let's talk about today's show.
Thank you for doing that for me.
You're welcome.
I tried to get there. I didn't know what to do. I got lost. All right, so today we are doing OTT, Over the Top Wrestling, Scrappermania 5. This was your choice, Mr. Silas Roth.
It was my choice.
Why did you choose it?
Well, when you suggested about coming onto the pod,
Yeah.
I went through all
Hang on,
your...
No, we didn't ask you. You asked us. We're a big
No,
deal.
I think I asked him. We were chatting about it. I was like, do you want to come on the pod again? It's like, it's been a while.
Yeah, man. I come on bonuses and quizzes, so Rich mentioned it, and I looked through all the stuff you'd done,
Yeah.
and I spoke to Mark Blake, and I said, I fancy doing something they've not done. And he was like, well, why don't you try OTT?
Cool.
Okay, I'll try, but I need a way to watch it. He was like, oh, I can help you out. So, thanks, Mark Blake. So, because of Mark Blake, we're doing OTT.
Nice, awesome. That's
Or
cool.
it had been Mania 9.
Well, we've done a lot of like old WF recently.
Yeah.
I know.
So like, it's nice to have a change. It was the one thing I kept thinking the whole way through this show was this my first OTT show ever, like in full, was that, I'm enjoying watching a wrestling show for the podcast. This is unusual. Usually we watch shit dross that we hate, you know?
Yeah,
So,
and as you mentioned, so Mark Blake kindly allowed you to borrow access to his OTT On Demand account. So this is where people can watch Scrappermania 5 if you want to. Go
Yeah,
OTT
sure.
On Demand, sign up for it. Great service, lots of other stuff on there as well. And as it shows part way through the show, don't steal wrestling because it hurts the companies.
yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
I definitely didn't steal. So OTT, Over the Top Wrestling, Scrappermania 5.
Which is why we never tag in at OTT_wrestling. So they go, thanks for coming on our podcast, lads.
Kind of already did that, but well, that's fine. Like, yeah, I paid for it. So this is the 16th of March, 2019. So one day before St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Yep.
It was.
So it's what do they call St. Paddy's weekend? I think they referred to it on commentary a few
Yeah,
times.
they proper, put that over
Sure,
quite
sure.
a few times.
Yeah, because we'll get into the gimmick of
Yeah.
the show in a bit, but we're in the National Stadium in Dublin, Ireland. It's pretty small for a national stadium, isn't it?
This was purpose built for a boxing arena.
Oh, sure. So
As-
this
as
is
they
not
call
where
the
they have all the
National
rugby and all the football.
But I have been to this stadium before in Dublin 8.
Oh, have you actually been there?
I've been there before to watch a random gig. I don't know, some random band was there because I was working in Ireland.
I was about to say, why the fuck are you in Dublin? Like, you were working
I was in there for work.
You
And
happened
then,
just to walk into a gig?
well, went into the hotel. I was like, is there anything down there? So, there's music on at the National today.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, all right, I'll go. Bought a ticket on the door.
So this is really unusual for me. So if I'm like going somewhere for work, I would be asleep in the hotel room jerking off over myself. So, like,
Yeah,
you
but
went and
I'd already done that 3
experienced
times.
The culture.
I took my N64 with me.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So how much OTT have you guys seen?
None. This is my
And
first.
same for me.
None. So this is all our first
Yeah.
time. I had certainly heard about them.
Well, because interestingly, we were considering going to go and watch Walter versus Pac, weren't we?
Yeah, we talked about road tripping.
Yeah.
The whole Volta versus Pac thing that was in the big basketball stadium.
Yeah.
The slightly bigger place they run.
Yeah, and then we were looking at the ferries across from Holyhead to Dublin.
Yeah, it sounded like a really good idea, but we never really managed it in the end. Booking and stuff.
I think
in
it's
the way.
partly booking. I think partly because we thought, bloody hell, that's going to be rough seas.
Yeah, sure. I'm tempted to do it because it's like a decent amount road trip, but not too far that it becomes a week or two out. You could probably do it in a day or two from the southeast.
Well, no, you could drive there because again that's how I got to Dublin. I drove there for work.
Okay,
you drive
nice.
there, get the ferry, and go there. So you're there in a day.
Well, we should do this one day, boys. Like, I'm very tempted. I enjoyed the atmosphere of the show mostly.
It'd be a very long podcast on the road.
Yeah, we could do like a fucking 6-hour road trip there. It'd be great.
The new Super Quiz Cup 5, will be on the road to Ireland.
Fucking hell.
In a minibus.
Yes. Well, there you go. Job done. The World of Wrestling podcast on tour.
So the
I'm
commentary said at one point during this show the attendance is 2,200 or 2,200 people in this venue. Did you find an official attendance, either of you?
No, all I can tell
Cool.
you is that the max venue capacity of this is 2,000 people.
Okay, so immediately when they were like, yeah, 2,200 people, I'm like, probably 1,900 then.
I'm
'cause-
pretty sure at the beginning they even said like just under 2,000 people.
Oh, did they?
And then I'm pretty sure I'd have to watch it back, but I'm almost certain they say either just under 2,000 or 2,000 people.
They've got one of those door clickers, and basically, like, more people came in, and they got live on the announcer. They showed the numbers to like the commentary guys. Like, oh, we're just under 2,200 now, chaps. Oh, get that over.
I mean, you could take the Brit Rest out of Britain, but it's still Brit Rest. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, OTT are gonna be fucked after 31st of October.
wait, no, they're still going to be in Europe.
Yeah, but the British
Their talent won't be able to get there anymore. Fucking hell. So, an Englishman and a Scotsman and an Irishman walk into a wrestling ring.
Oh God.
That's all I've got so far. You know? All right. So, because this was a good show, I started just writing Irish jokes constantly. I have deleted them because I'm like, it's just not funny. But I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to carry on talking. Hello. So, opening video package. Chapin and Aviators welcomes us to Scrappermania 5. Any idea who this guy was?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure he's one of the owners or commentators or something, but they don't do a lot of telling you who the other people that are out of the ring are at any point, really.
No, they introduce our commentary team after they go through this intro, then the opening video, and then we have all the bump in the ring.
Yeah. So, cue slow-mo video package, the memorable bit of like the M83 song outro, you know, the dun, 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 dun. It's like a big fucking epic intro. Copyright does not exist in Ireland.
Obviously not.
Definitely doesn't. Volta is the champ. Devlin is the challenger. Really nicely done promo. I love this opening video package personally.
Opening montage was nice.
Yeah.
It's a typical wrestling show.
Really
It's what-
professionally done though. You know?
Very nicely done.
Yeah, you can tell there's a budget,
Yeah, sure.
and they use it. They
Yeah.
don't cut corners.
Well, they've been selling out shows for a long time now.
But
Like-
then if you think in Ireland, considering that when they started, so obviously OTT started in 2014, and I think it was a couple of years later that they brought in their like contender shows.
Okay.
So when they had the contender shows, which is essentially like academy shows, they had applicants from over 100 independent wrestlers to come and just try and be on these shows. And if you do well on these shows, you get onto the main OTT card.
Nice.
But considering that you've got people coming from all over Ireland to come and be part of these shows, yes, obviously it's the biggest promotion, but you know.
I'm definitely not making jokes in my head about how small Ireland is at the moment. Just carry on, sorry.
Well, no, but if you think if you've got only one promotion and it's
Sure.
down in Dublin, you've got someone coming up from Cork, or let's go even as far across as Shannon. If you're coming across from Shannon, it's going to take you.
Your Ireland knowledge is impressing me straight
Oh,
off.
sorry.
That's really good. But yeah, no, it sounds good, man.
But so the fact that I think this is the only main player in Ireland. Again, yes, granted on the sides that's where it's going to be, but considering it's on an island with a couple of international airports to get
Sure.
to the show, it's not a bad turnout, not a bad promotion to continually be selling out shows.
Yeah. I mean, I've always known OTT mainly from a Volta shoot interview where he's comparing OTT to British fans in London. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, shit.
And he says that the fans in London and Ireland are both great, but the ones in Ireland pay attention to the matches a bit more.
Yeah, and that's true.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think from this show,
Yeah.
you can see that they do.
Yeah, it's not just chanting for the sake of chanting. Well,
No.
most of the time.
Yeah.
The comedy chants were definitely well received by me in this one. If you had comedy
Yeah.
chants for the whole thing, you'd be like, well, this is crap.
Yeah.
But you only have a few comedy chants that I picked up on, but some of them are gems, which we'll get to a bit later.
The crowd weren't trying to get themselves over like a certain London promotion.
Sure.
fans.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah.
Totally. So we cut into the arena live, recorded, whatever. The ring announcer tells us OTT is the premier pro wrestling promotion in all of Europe. And off we go. It's a fair enough statement, you know what I mean?
Well, you've got to build yourself up.
Cool. Crowd immediately hop, chanting OTT. 4 lads make their entrance. We seem to have some sort of ring announcer wearing a white suit jacket and a lovely black shirt and tie. My lovely horse. Immediately, I was like, he's wearing the Father Ted gear from the music video. Fucking brilliant. Go on, man.
No,
I
it's
feel you
cool.
wanna say something.
I'm good. I just put like once they came into the ring, I was like, oh, that's lovely attire as well. I was like, Tax will love that.
Sure.
That's too conventional for me.
Go on. What do you think?
Oh, cheers.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it easier for you to reach the microphone.
I mean, it's a nice intro. Again, it's getting the crowd hot before your mass man opener.
Sure.
But again, as you said, it didn't overly set the scene. We had our opening video for the whole show.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Well, we have to talk about the other dude's gear first, 'cause that's after this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a lad in a sparkly jacket with a star on the back who's obviously a heel because he's getting booed immediately.
And Billy Corgan, wants his 0 star back off the back of his jacket.
Indeed. A chap in a floral-looking jacket looks a little timid, kind of standing behind the guy in the white jacket, who eventually goes on to be our ring announcer for the evening. I thought he did a great job all night.
Yeah,
to be
definitely.
honest. Like, I'm really impressed with the crew in general. Like camera work, the guys at ringside protecting the fans.
Yeah, that
and
was cool.
trying to stop people from hitting the steps whenever they did the dives and stuff. Like
it was really
young
good.
lads, like doing a really great job. So one of the greatest looking refs I have ever seen in my life. Ginger curtains, nice beer belly on the boy, a dodgy looking musketeer facial hair. Like, he looks fucking amazing. That's how all refs should look, in my opinion.
I always remember where people said that referees should not have beards or long hair, and they should basically just be very clean cut, generic.
Okay, yeah.
Only there to count the pinfall and not be an integral part of the match. But this guy stood out like a sore thumb.
But in a good way, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, his reactions are comically hilarious. He's going, this is not good for video, but he's like swinging his head either side every time someone throws a punch and stuff.
Yeah, he was certainly selling the in-ring action.
Yeah. Maybe to the detriment of a few things early on in the night, but he did every single fucking match, this whole show. Like, you've got to give him credit for, I don't know, the cardio on the lad almost.
And he's the only ref listed on their roster page.
He's literally the only ref they've ever employed. What do you think about this dude?
Just, I get that he was like noticeable. Like,
Yeah.
I'm to the agreement that a ref shouldn't be noticed until they're needed, but he was in the way. But then I'm not sure if that's the camera work of the guys ringside.
Sure. I mean, he's not a small lad.
No.
You know what I mean? So, like,
He worked in horseshoes. That's fine. But as you said, you're supposed to sell the action.
Yeah.
But as you said, it knackered the impact of it going through the card. Because if you're selling like a chop in the first match, like, oh my God, as a referee, then you sort of killed your ability to repeat. Because one of my notes later on is a case of ref selling again.
So, like, for me,
and that's not saying he's doing a bad thing. I'm not criticising.
Maybe,
I'm not criticising the lad, because if it's a standalone match you're watching, it's a case of this ref's great. But for a 3-hour show where it's the same ref doing the same thing in every match, if that's the only criticism I've got of this card, and he's a really good ref, I'm clutching to find something to mainly bitch about. Even though I love professional wrestling, I've got to find something to moan about for the sake of the podcast and the character.
For me, it started out as like, look at this funny looking dude as the ref. This is really great. 2-3 matches in, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's getting a bit much now. But then by the end of the match, I was like, this guy's really funny. I just kept watching him the whole way through the show. I really enjoyed it.
I liken him
got over with me.
I liken him to one of those people who use the same joke again and again throughout the whole time you're with them. For like, if you're on like a night out and they do the same joke throughout, it's like us saying that copyright's obviously not a problem in Mexico.
It becomes funny after a while.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's why I'm only ever deemed funny, because I just ram the shit jokes down people's throats and hope for the best.
Like, beat him into submission with jokes until you will find it funny eventually. You
Just
know?
laugh in the hope I'll stop.
Anyway. So, ring announcer welcomes us, the actual ring announcer. Sorry, is actually the commentator, I think.
Yes.
I got a little bit confused about who was who at this point, to be totally honest. The crowd shit on the heel lad in the sparkly jacket, who's got his name on the back, so we know who he is. He's Tony Kelly. There we go. There's a heel face confusion bit where Tony Kelly puts over Devlin, who the crowd love. And like, isn't he meant to be the heel? And I was really like, for fuck's sake, boys.
But he pulled it back, though, because it was a case of, I think this is the first and last time we'll ever agree on something.
Sure.
Yay!
Obviously, there's a relationship here that we don't really know about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
They have 4 commentators for what I've read about OTT, and 2 of them are full-time commentators. 2 of them are managers as well of people.
Right.
And this guy is one of the managers, not just a pure-out commentator.
Did they rotate commentators at any point?
No, you're just being really racist.
No. Racist against Irish people? Is that a race? I don't even know anymore.
Sorry to the Irish.
I don't apologise to anyone. Fuck them. I'm sure they're lovely.
Yes, Silas, coming here, stealing your jobs.
I love and hate everyone equally. It's all good. Let's just move on. So the ring announcer tells us it's Ireland versus the world. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like a super show from the early 2000s in England. Like, yeah, those are the worst. But luckily it turned out pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear this? Like, it's Ireland versus the world. Are you getting flashbacks to, like, you know, Doug Williams headlining every single show across the UK?
I'd have enjoyed that.
Oh, I love Doug as well,
Yeah,
but, you know.
I love Doug.
I think
Got to the point where, like, on the UKFF, they're like, right, we're going to do a list of the top 50 British wrestlers. We're just not going to include Doug anymore because he always fucking wins. So, yeah, I don't know.
He should fucking win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But at this stage, I think because of the main event and because of some of the undercard they had, it was just an easy sell. Considering it was St. Patrick's Day as well, it's a case of we are Ireland, we are going to go and battle anyone, and if we don't win, we'll give it our all, etc.
Sure. I wasn't so keen on the idea of Ireland versus the world. I prefer it when it's good wrestling narrative, but they've got that there as well, so I can't complain. The ring announcer does a great job of getting this all over to the point of a standing ovation from the crowd. I'm like, ring announcer's getting a standing ovation? Like, that's pretty impressive, you know?
Yeah. So, what they didn't do at this stage is they hadn't really set the scene. Even though you had our promo video, you didn't. If you weren't familiar with OTT, like we all aren't, we wouldn't know why the main event is at the stage that it is at. Even the package video before the main event doesn't tell you this, and it doesn't give you the history.
I will say,
detail.
as I haven't watched much OTT, I've watched little clips of Devlin and David Starr and Volta and all those sort of things. I've even watched one of their matches, but I knew all about this feud, even though I don't watch OTT.
Okay.
Like,
I'm actually the same. I knew there was a big Devlin Walter feud. I knew there was, like, I think even in the first video you see, I think they like show about Devlin using like his punches.
Yeah, they're definitely highlighting it.
I think if you use social media a lot, I think you do come across things from like different promotions, i.e. OTT, and I think that's how I knew.
The reason why I mentioned this is because I did research into the story, and I've got a paragraph to say, and I'm just trying to shoehorn it in.
We'll get there. But I think Meltzer gave the last Devlin match 5 stars.
Oh, really?
And so, I probably came across it like that way. You gotta love him, though. Like, apparently he's wrong all the time. Like, you listen to actual people who are in the experience of, like, Bischoff on his podcast. He's just like, no, that wasn't right all the time. But Bischoff's had an interesting week, hasn't he?
83 days.
Oh, no. That's the new podcast now.
Might as well be.
83 days. Fucking hell. Sorry. Right, go on. What's the story? Are we going to do it now or later? Should we do it where the main event is?
Yeah, because I'll probably forget and lose it in my notes.
This is going to be a fun podcast, boys. We'll just talk about all sorts of bullshit. Anyway, so big boos for Volta, loads of cheers for Devlin. Ring announcer finishes by going, ladies and gentlemen, this is OTT. And the whole fucking place sings along with him. Great. It's like The Rock. He's over as fuck, this guy. Right. So the lad in the floral jacket is now the ring announcer, as we talked about, for our first match of the evening. A 4-way tag team match of representing Australia, the heel faction of Aussie Open, Carl Fletcher and Mark Davis.
Boo.
Representing Skrillex's Bangarang and Source of Neon.
I've just in Silas's notes. It just says Aussie Open. Nope.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wait, we'll get there. Hold on. So, Angelico and Ray Horus versus representing terrible 90s pop music and terrible cheesy dance moves, along to the shittiest Savage Garden song of all time, because they're all shit, the besties in the world, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, versus representing Africa? Club Tropicana of Aiden Epic and Captain Sex C. Wow, there's a lot to go through here.
and again, as you pointed out, who's represented? Well, this is actually a tag team World Cup final.
Yeah, whatever that means. But go on. Go on. What about Aussie Open? Do you not like?
I just never have. Like,
really?
Never.
This is shocking to me. Go on.
I get Kyle Fletcher is a very, very talented guy.
Have you got beef with him because he's still got his hair?
Maybe. I've still got
you
hair.
can't fucking talk.
I've cut mine off years ago. I'm not trying to...
I'm hanging on to mine for dear life. No. Anyway, he's only got half his hair, and he just has a long bit.
Yeah, nice comb over.
Yes, it's beautiful. No, I mean, he's talented.
What?
Go fuck yourself on that hair.
Go on.
He is really talented. I'm not denying that. There's just something I don't warm to.
Okay.
With either of them.
I get it. Yeah, sure. I have that with wrestlers.
Because we saw him at Milton Keynes, didn't we? When we went
for the New Japan show. Well, and Rev Pro, New Japan.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
I saw him there, and I think that was the first time seeing him. I was like, nope. And then they won the titles at Progress when we were there. And I was well fucked off about that. Of all the teams in that match, they fucking won it. That was the match I was most disappointed about.
All right. Okay.
And then see him there, and like my note says, nope. Just not interested.
It's really entertaining for me. Go on.
I think they've been getting better in ring-wise, but that's because, again, as WWE have killed the indie scene, apparently, it's now meant that Aussie Open have been able to step up and fight higher caliber opponents, so they're only going to get better.
I think they're really good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, I don't think Mark Davis is the greatest wrestler I've ever seen, but I like his style of wrestling. It's very New Japan heavyweight sort of level. I think Carl Fletcher has the potential to do quite a lot.
He's an Osprey boy as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I imagine.
I don't know what relationship is like trained.
I think trained or very good friends. I think eventually he'll go. Osprey will get him
to
with him basically.
Yeah, it feels like it. The thing with Fletcher for me is that he wrestles like a really talented, like upper cruiserweight sort of thing, but he's fucking massive.
He's a
you
big
see
boy.
him next to these people, and you're like, I have no concept of you being this big. You know, like he's giant. Him and fucking Davis stand out in this match as the big boys. You know,
if I'm honest, my original problem with Aussie Open, and maybe get the edit button ready for this bit.
Oh, no.
I can't be fucked to edit this. Don't say it if you don't want to edit it.
Well, no, it's because obviously based on someone who had a similar surname to him, when I saw that name starting to come round.
Oh, okay,
of a strangling variety.
Right, yeah.
When I saw Davis, I was like, oh, fuck, it's not that guy. Until I realised it was Mark Davis. Like, oh, he's actually probably a nice chap.
Yeah, much different. Much different.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay.
So, but then that's when I started to pay a little bit more attention towards the Open. Because I hadn't made...
Because you thought it was someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's not.
Which is good, because if he'd still be getting booked and he was that one, then that would be shame on those promotions.
Thankfully, the British scene is strong enough and polices itself enough that when that shit happens, people just fuck off, basically.
Yeah, people are still buying tickets to the J-Cup, even though they said, I'm never going to go to a show again.
Well, yeah. We shit on Repro every week, apparently, now. So there we go.
I didn't mention the promotion, you did.
Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Oh, it could be a different J-Cup.
Anyway, so can you lads please describe the Club Tropicana boys?
Someone Tex Williams would like to manage.
Sure.
All I've got is nice bum bag.
Wait, me or them?
Well, them. And I thought of you straight away.
I mean, again, copyright definitely doesn't exist in Ireland. All these people are coming out to copyrighted music, you know.
I mean, Toto's Africa is a classic, so I'm always over the moon when that's played.
Oh, also because my notes are really vague. When Besties came out, I was like, "It's the best entrance music ever." And I think it was Savage Garden.
It was. Yeah, Madly Deeply.
I fucking hate that song with a passion. It was like, "Oh, fuck these guys" immediately. But
you can tell you work in weddings.
Sure, it's the kind of thing you hear a lot. But like, there's definitely a trend in pro wrestling of 80s pop music being entrance themes. I was thinking about the wrestlers, specifically ones we've watched recently. So Tony Deppen has it. Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, Joey Janela. These lads, and there's at least 4 or 5 others on this specifically show that all use like 80s pop music. Did it all come from Grado, maybe? Because
Grado was, I think, one of the first ones to get over.
He got that over hard. Like, I don't hate it by any means. I kind of love bad 80s pop music, so that kind of helps.
Bad? Africa's a classic.
I was going to say, leave it out.
It wouldn't. If it was
the rain's down in Africa. It doesn't fucking rain in Africa. There's a problem.
If it was that bad, Weezer would have never covered it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So it's been pretty entertaining so far, but we're 17...
the pod or this show?
The show. But we're 17 minutes in and the wrestling is just about to start. It does take a long time to get going.
Yeah.
You know, that's my only real gripe at this point.
I was
like this pod.
We spend a long time just talking about bollocks before we get to the wrestling, yeah.
I was thinking, especially, you know, after we've had a really nice run of short, like hour to hour and a half shows, and I saw this was 3.5 hours, I was like...
Back to proper wrestling.
I was like, oh, this is going to be a slog. I hope there's something fun to talk about.
So, ding, ding, ding. Aussie Open proceed to kill everyone at ringside. The Tropicana lads hit people with an oar. This was fucking genius. God.
As soon as I got the oar out and started whacking people, I'm just like, can he do that?
Can you do that, Joe? Yeah,
I was going to say that, but that's your line.
That's fine, man. You can throw it.
But yeah, that's what I've got. And then I've also got... Oh, actually, I'll let you carry on with the match first.
All right, I love how the oar is breaking into bits slowly, bit by bit. So they're using less and less of the oar every time they hit someone.
And it works. But again, these guys weren't originally set to be in this match.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be lads from the flats who are supposed to be in this, but for some reason they were unable for this show.
I don't even know who that is, so...
Martina's guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know that was her gimmick, that she's touching them off from the flats or whatever,
Yeah.
the flats in Dublin or something, I don't know. Anyway, so commentary sound like they're having a great time, to be fair, watching this. The super sexy slip and slide spot was pretty fucking amazing.
Ridiculous but hilarious.
The way he bumped into one dude's dick, then like 6 other dudes all sell their dicks at the same time. I was like, this is pro wrestling at its best, you know?
Joey Ryan would love it.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Someone get them a ticket to DDT.
Eventually, it breaks down a Captain Sexy and Aussie Open. Low blow by Dunkzilla as Carl distracts the Rev. Double team. I don't know what to call this. We got a move. I've described it as a pump handle Alabama slam type thing.
I called it Aussie Open hit their finish.
Okay, there we go. Don't know what this is called.
Nope.
Good stuff for the 1, 2, 3. And your winners announces the World Cup winners, Aussie Open. I've just written perfect opener. I was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I wrote fast pace, few high spots, everything you'd expect from the first match.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
Classic Brit Res. Well, yeah, Brit Res. Indie opener, high flying, lots of spots, get the crowd really into it, set the scene, and also set a decent bar for other people to go, gotta follow that.
Yeah, sure. But fun, silly, enjoyable, suits the atmosphere of what's happening at the time, it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, pro wrestling can be great, but if you come out and you do Kenny Okada in the first match of the night in front of this crowd, they would just be like, this is fucking bonkers, and then would be dead for the rest of the crowd. I feel like these boys did enough to keep people smiling and engaged and happy, but without killing it immediately.
Yeah, there are a few dives to the outside, but not too much out of the ring action to actually save it for the main.
Yeah. I really think Carl Fletcher should be signed up to something bigger or better right now. I think he's ready to go. And this was, 6-7 months ago from now?
Yeah. But again, let's not wish away the people we like to see on the indies.
Yeah, true. Maybe so. A lot of people have moved on recently.
Because if not, we'll be able to go out to Brentwood to watch him.
Well, yeah, true.
I think he's recently been out Australia way with Will. So I don't know if he's been doing... I don't know, because Will does some stuff in Australia, doesn't he, in New Zealand?
Yeah, and New Japan do a tour around there regularly now, like once or twice a year.
I think Carl Fletcher's been with Will.
I know that Aussie Open did the Rev Pro New Japan stuff, you know. So it'll be interesting to see if they get out there more and do it. Because New Japan have announced a US promotion this week, which I think is a terrible idea, but let's not go into it too much.
But they're just running shows. They're running 6 shows in the
they've announced it as a promotion, as literally New Japan of America.
Oh, yeah. New Japan of America are going to be running the shows. There's not going to be like a training academy. It's just going to be tours.
They've already got a training academy.
Yeah, the dojo.
The LA dojo, you know, so it feels like they're trying to step in there, but...
Well, I think
the point I was getting to is that I think if New Japan focused on Australasia, Asia specifically, I think that would be a much better scene for them to spread out organically rather than trying to jump ocean and suddenly be like top American promotion, you know? It seems weird to me.
They had the Bullet Club heat. They had the Bullet Club momentum behind them, which is why they became very, very popular. Again, don't get me wrong, you know, as you said with Wrestle Kingdom, but that's going to be 2 days this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
And I look
2 6-7 hour shows are like fucking hell.
And just looking at what they've got, unless they do actually now bring Stardom in to be part of the New Japan banner,
they might,
which would to give them again a more of a Western feel to their products.
Yeah.
You've got 14 hours and no outside of Ibushi against Okada.
We just said 14 hours. I was like, what's 14 hours? I'm like, oh, the fucking show's going to be 14 hours. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I wonder how they're going to fill it, and I wonder how it's going to be received.
Yeah, sure.
Other than that main event, obviously you've got some really decent wrestlers on the card, but as you said, people like Carl Fletcher going over there would add a different dynamic to what they've got at the moment.
Sure, yeah, and I think it would be an easy sell in the Australasia bits as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't follow a lot of the Japanese stuff, do you?
I follow a bit more now,
Okay,
but not
cool.
not watching. I do a lot of reading.
Yeah, that's fine,
about
man.
Stuff, so I try and.
That's how I follow WWE, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Use mic.
Right. It's taking this long. It's taking this
I
long.
only had to say it once. I didn't
Yeah.
give you 10 seconds to see if you'd use it.
It's deja vu from the Super Quiz Cup all over again.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. So we've got a standing ovation for the other teams at the end. I think deservedly so. The crowd just totally into it at this point.
Yeah.
Crowd annoying in any way at this point? Are you
Nope.
totally into it? No, I'm good with it too. Good stuff.
They were
Thought it
happy
was
with the
worth
show.
checking.
No one doing stupid cheers that didn't match the match.
Sure, absolutely, totally. Everything had context to it. You know?
They did do the one fall thing that pisses me off, but that's just me.
Yeah, I fucking hate one for.
I'm into it. I'm fine with it. So, anyway, 6-man tag team match up next. Representing Liverpool, I guess? The Rapture, who, oh my God, the fucking heat for Charlie Sterling, Shah Samuels, and mostly Zach Gibson.
He is awesome.
Or Gibson.
Yeah, I fucking love Gibson.
He's the fucking best. The fact that he doesn't get this heat with WWE at the moment, like, it drives me crazy.
But
they watch NXT UK stuff, which is very rare.
They missed a chance that after that second UK tournament to make him a star.
Sure.
I know they want to keep Dunn as champion, but I think there was a case of, oh, fuck me, Gibson's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I think they've very much called him down.
Sure.
I like Grizzled Young Vets. I like James Dracula on Twitter at the moment because of Halloween. Very nice.
Fucking hell.
Well made. But I think by having him in that tag team, just to
Yeah.
obviously acclimatise while they carry on doing their sort of water run at the top.
Sure.
But I think they've called him down too much.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got Volta, he has to be at the top of the card, doesn't he? You know, but I get it. I totally get it. So we've got the Rapture Boys, who we just talked about, versus More Than Hype. So I'm going to try and get these names right. Darren Kearney, LJ Cleary, and Nathan Martin, who are 3 lads I've never seen before. I'm assuming they're OTT trainee guys.
They came up from through the Contender Series.
There we go. Sterling has a Union Jack in Dublin. Gibson has his ugly NXT UK strap, which I'm sure isn't sitting too great with the Irish folks anyway. And Gibson cuts a promo. I've just written here, nuclear heat. Legit can't even hear him, even though he has a microphone. The crowd are so fucking loud. It's amazing.
It is superb. I put it, great crowd work and great heat, and he'd barely said a word to start with.
Yeah.
Barely said a word, and he was being booed. And then when he started, he'd be getting more and more boos, and just his persistence to like motor on.
Yeah.
And they hated him because he wouldn't stop. He just carried on.
Where he occasionally takes the mic away from his face just to shout at the crowd, like, you fucking pricks! You know, and then grabs the mic again. He's so funny, man.
Background to this, again, for research.
Go for it.
So, the More Than Hype...
Someone's done the research. Thank you, mate.
Nah, you're welcome. So this match is born out of beef between like More Than Hype and Charlie Sterling, who originally tagged with the Anti-Fun Police to beat More Than Hype back at Homecoming 2.
Okay.
So they've still got... There were shenanigans apparently that took place there. So now, unsurprisingly, I guess Anti-Fun Police weren't big enough draws for this. They brought in Gibbo and, Shah Samuels.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Just, yeah, I bet he was a nice guy. That's what I wrote down. Oh, I bet he's a nice guy. Oh, wait, no, he fucking isn't.
Well, yeah, out of the shit that happened to that referee.
Yeah, so that's
that's
out
a
of order.
dick move,
Yeah.
isn't it? But he seems to be the most recounting of his actions from what I've seen.
I think because
wrong, but-
everyone leading up to that and also afterwards with Shah Samuels was more along the lines of, well, he's a really nice guy, he's really good, he's really friendly at shows, he picks people up, and that's why people, I think, just try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But either way,
I want to throw you under the bus so hard right now. Carry on, go on.
I know. Well, in that case, no, I'll go under the bus for it.
All right, go on.
Okay, so when I was up at PCW, I obviously became friends with a couple of people who were at this sort of non-wrestler recruitment day.
Okay.
And a couple of them obviously went on to do PCW shows.
Yeah.
One of them was to be
I'm marking so hard right now. I don't know what's going. Go on.
One of them was to be a manager in a tag match, and he was involved in the match with Charles Samuels, his tag team partner, and I can't remember who else they were. And basically, this guy, through the dialogue with him, did everything he was supposed to do during the match. And this is in like their big outdoor show in Preston, it's like in the markets, I think.
Right, yeah.
And then when they went backstage, Charles Samuels basically just chewed him out in front of everyone, telling him that he was an amateur, he didn't know what he was doing, he was shit, he was terrible, didn't offer anything like constructive criticism, basically just hurled abuse at this kid in front of the entire locker room.
Cool. Yeah.
To the point where that kid then never got booked again.
Damn. Harsh.
And it's things like that I appreciate you're a veteran, but then you're supposed to, if you are a veteran, you're supposed to lend an ear to people. And obviously, yeah, if they've completely fucked up, fine, but then give it in a constructive manner so they learn from it and get better.
I can't say I've ever enjoyed Charles' work in the ring as a fan.
But and I said it's amazing how we've said on previous podcasts, sometimes you invest more in wrestlers because you get to either know them or see it more than other personality wise. Because again, I know I've never been a fan personally of Jimmy Havoc's work.
No.
But I've never met the guy. I've only heard stories.
He's a lovely boy.
Well, exactly.
He actually is, yeah.
And because you've had great experiences with him, you want to root for him, you want to get behind him. Whereas some people may not. Yeah. Whereas the same thing for Charles Samuels. I think online at shows, I'm sure he's very amiable at the merch table because got to sell fucking merch. But I think in instances like this, and considering this plus the Rev Pro incident, it makes you wonder: is this like, there's nothing taken away from the fact he's been on the scene for a long time. None of the people who have worked with him, as in ring, who I know, have ever had any issues with him. It's just I wonder if it's more of a veteran. With your veteran status, he'll hang with you and give you respect. And if you're new to the business, it's of an old school mentality of chew you out.
Yeah, it's the difference between told you've done wrong and chewing someone out. You know what I mean? Like chewing someone out is just getting your aggression out for the sake of you, not for them almost.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can see being stressed out, being overworked and shit and bullshit.
Yeah,
but it's not the first story I've heard about Charles, let's put it that way.
Exactly. And obviously this is only one side. This is only from the guy who was chewed out. So obviously if you're being shouted at and you thought you did a good job, you might be taking it a bit more personally. But as I said, through the people who I've spoken to who have not been of the same level as him, they haven't had great experiences.
So, Silas, anyone who want to bury while we're here?
I could start with beer all night. I'm not going to bury anyone just yet.
So the English lads in the ring, still the match hasn't started because they're cutting this fucking epic promo where they can't hear whatever the hell Gibson's saying because of the amount of booze. Gibson then goes, right, now sit in silence as we play the English national anthem. We're like, oh my God.
I popped for that.
I was marking so hard. This was hilarious. So major heat. Immediately gets cut off by the more than hype lads music. So three smallish lads wearing green, obviously Irish homegrown boys.
Small people can't work in wrestling. Marco Stunt.
Musketeers' ref reactions are hilarious during this match. It's the first time I started to be like, I was really enjoying it.
Referee is called Niall Fox.
Oh, there we go. Cool. They call him Foxy on commentary
a
few times. Yeah, sure.
Alicia Fox was nowhere near to be seen.
Thank God.
Foxy!
So commentary joke about not needing a translator for the crowd chants. And I'm like, well, yeah, they are Irish, so I can't.
But this is the match with the best chants in it. So we had the no deal Brexit.
There was a few of that.
And there was the Queen is a curly cur expletive. And so are you.
I didn't catch that.
That was amazing.
I didn't catch
Did you
that.
not?
No.
Oh, well, listen. So the heels dominate the match. Gibson cuts a promo mid-match to the same nuclear he had at the beginning. I want to see more people doing this. I think if you're in a match and you're a heel and there's a little lull that isn't meant to be a lull, like grab a microphone, shout at people. Like, it works, man. Like, I don't think people use this tactic enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just me. Hot tag by the lads in green, because obviously the heels are dominating the match. Double doomsday thing by the English lads. Big false finish powerbomb spot by the heels. Triple team assisted Canadian destroyer by the Irish lads for the 1, 2, 3. The losing streak is over that they didn't talk about the whole way through the match.
Or as I wrote it in my notes, the Irish destroyer.
Well, there we go, yeah. It was a bit horizontal rather than vertical at the end.
But again, to get the end of the storyline, they've been having beef with Charlie Sterling. Made sense that he took it and ate the pinfall.
Sure. Huge pop from the crowd. They were totally into this.
Yeah.
So the winners are more than hype. Again, really great, solid story, great heat, hilarious panto levels of stuff from Gibson, but not to the point of being like overly fake or dumb, like a lot of like, I hate to say it, but Seth Rollins stuff recently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's the top face, but like when he's been like shrieking in a corner of a dude in a mask, you know? So, I don't know.
He's the Fiend. But
still, like,
point of discussion: would have this match been as good without Gibson doing his promo?
No, of course not.
but that's
Gibson's the only thing in this match that really matters. Yes, you've got 3 plucky underdogs that are homegrown lads, but it's Gibson that does all the work.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say Shah and Charlie Sterling they generated a little bit of heat, nothing like the nuclear heat Gibson got.
And as I think we can all agree that Gibson made this match, because without it, I'm sure it would have been a decent in-ring match, but the crowd would have been dead, and it just built them up as it did the next level. So from the opener, the crowd were excited, they had a good match. This time they've had the chance to have their pantomime heel and get all of that shit out of their system and the comedy chants.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have many more stupid chants.
It was at this point that I wrote this sentence, which is, this feels like a more adult-themed Shikara show, but with less botches and kind of lulls in the action.
Yeah.
It was just intense the whole time, but really, really fun. Sometimes you see these really intense shows where it's just like spot after spot after spot, and it's like, all right, just take a second.
Yeah,
you know,
let us breathe.
Yeah. But I feel like they gave us those moments with the promos, with the introductions, the little blah, blah, blahs, you know. I really enjoyed it. Anything else you want to say on this, or should we move on?
It's an Irish win.
Yeah, for sure. Have you got the scores of like who won what and everything? I started to lose track of who was representing who by the end of it.
Club Tropicana, well, obviously they represent Africa, so they won the World Cup.
Okay, cool. Africa's got one on the board, boys.
And then it's
the whole continent of Africa, apparently.
Rest of the world won. Ireland won.
It's just, you sounded like...
I'd love to do the football results.
I to say.
Southend United versus Macclesfield is a Paul's draw.
Got a 4-on-3 handicap match of Justy, Sammy D, and Team Prick.
PR Rick.
Is that what it is?
Yep, PR Rick.
Okay. It's just P-R-I-C-K here for me.
It should be capital P, capital R, Ick.
Oh, okay. With Peter and Rick.
Yep.
Versus Hurricane Helms.
Stand back, there's a hurricane coming through.
I popped. Yeah, I popped.
Absolutely.
And so did his outfit.
Oh, that's harsh. He's in pretty good shape for an old boy, you know?
For an old boy.
Oh, he's not like young anymore, mate. Like, go on.
No, I was going to say, you go... I've got Tony Kelly says during the match, Hurricane's in serious nick, and I said out loud to myself, it looks like the suit's a bit tighter than it used to
be. So Hurricane Helms and the team of the Angel Cruisers, which might be one of the worst fucking names I've ever heard. For Angel Cruise, it's like, hang on, you named the team after you, and be cool.
Because T-Cool couldn't get a passport to come over from OWE.
So I've immediately just put, what the fuck are these prick lads wearing? Like, holy shit. Like, black pleather, tight trousers, black shirts and red ties. Like, if you want to go over as a heel, this is what you have to wear.
This was basically a mix of Chronic's ring gear and when Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury were managing Rollins.
Oh my god, yes, absolutely yes. Fucking A. I loved how much dicks these heel boys were. I thought they were fucking hilarious. Yeah,
I loved how much dick. What?
Well, that too. So vignette with Joe Cabray.
Yes, he's the owner. Yes,
who used to be Luther Ward, as I think a lot of people would know him as. He's the owner of OTT, as far as I'm aware. Maybe not the exclusive owner anymore because they seem to have expanded quite a lot, but I think he is.
Yeah, I'd say he's the figurehead of, if not the owner.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like almost the face, if you know the company, like.
Sure.
The face of it.
Yeah.
Not like the good boy face, but just the face of the company.
He's the Smallman, he's the McMahon.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
there you go, Jim.
So we get this kind of like Bond student film skit thing going on with, to me, what looks like the Twitch, well, not even Twitch, the game streamer Ninja. You know that dude? No, just me. Someone in this pod will get that reference. And a dude that looks a bit like Charlie Manson. Like, I didn't know who these lads were at the time. Obviously, they wrestled later. But I'll literally put, I'm sure this is great if you know who these people are. So the midget hitting the yellow Toyota Yaris was pretty funny.
Just before that, there was a bit with the dog where the dog comes in to save them, and then they kill the dog, and one of them says, "That was our dog, you cunt." And I put line of the show.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. I mean, it was funny, but like, I was just like, what is happening? Like, I don't know how this fits into this.
I thought my stream had changed. I thought like I'd gone out to get a snack and something had happened, like the cat had sat on the remote. It's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Oh, it was brilliant, man. Really, really funny. Kind of shit at the same time, but yeah, it needed something to break it up, I think, at this point. I think it's fair, you know? So Hurricane Helms, WWE music plays along with his WWE Titantron video, and I'm like, copyright does definitely not exist in Ireland anymore. Fucking hell.
Well, if there's any case of that, look at the bloody British Strong Style video as they came in.
Sure.
Jesus
Right. So there's a few WWE Titantrons they just download off YouTube. Like, fuck it, put that up, boys. It'll be fine. So Angel and Cool have tights with their face printed on them as the pattern. I thought that was really nice. Like you could
cheers,
see
Rick Rude.
Yeah, sure. Wait, I haven't announced the match. Hang on.
You have?
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good stuff. I'll just carry on.
So again, through research, this is apparently the longest running story coming into this.
There seemed to be lots of betrayal between some of the elite lads on the heel team.
Between
and,
Justin and Sammy D.
There we go, yeah.
They'd recently turned on Team P. Rick.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So seems to be some sort of betrayal by Sammy D, resulting in Cruz and Cool being pissed at him because when they get him in the ring, they beat the fuck out of him for a while. Team Perick or whatever seemed to also have betrayed someone along the way or something. Everyone is happy to have Hurricane here as well. So, I mean, you know, it's good
who
fun.
wouldn't be?
Lots of belt whipping, bike chain. Oh God, the bit where they take one of the heel lads from the Prick and they put him next to the ring post, and then put the bike chain around him and the ring post so he can't escape. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, cool.
The kid selling was like, "What?
He's
What
like,
am I doing?"
oh, I'm actually stuck here now.
I also like the fact they brought Hurricane out because it's St. Patrick's Day. He wears green.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Because obviously Finlay was busy.
So we're left with Sammy and Hurricane towards the end of the match. Angel Cruz has a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah.
Like, the petrol obviously dies immediately. He's like, oh, fuck, I've got to start it again. But it starts first time, thank God, because otherwise it could have got really awkward.
Someone had already stolen the petrol.
Is that an Irish joke?
No. Is it? I don't know.
Sorry. So
had it not started, it would have been reminiscent of like the Goldberg Rock feud. Do you remember this, where Goldberg had this like massive like muscle car, and the Rock went off in the stretch Hummer, and the car flood installed, and then Goldberg got out but ran the wrong way,
and he ran past the Rock who was waiting. He was meant to have driven off or whatever. Yeah.
Well done, Goldberg.
Fucking out. Do you want to describe this lawnmower spot? Because I mean, I don't know what to say. Go on.
Okay, did you make notes for it?
I'll just put a fucking lawnmower. Come on, ref, get control.
I basically had my note here. So they Justin and Rick managed to turn the table momentarily, struck B and Angel with a low blow. Rick turned the belt on Cruz, running him off to the back before Cruz emerged with a lawnmower ? He used the piece of garden equipment to run over the arm of Rick.
Yeah, Angel Cruz's reaction is hilarious because as soon as he runs over this Rick dude, the crowd are like in shock, and so he turns to the crowd and goes, "Hey!" Like, oh yeah, you're the face. Don't worry about it. He just ran someone over with a fucking lawnmower.
It's fine though. We've got our top baby faces committing murder and arson in the big company, so it's fine.
Sure, yeah. No. I mean, I marked. I was like, this is original. I mean, you know, there's no blade in the lawnmower.
Oh, of course.
You know, it's so obvious. They have the little bit of fake blood and stuff, but I was hoping they were going to do the big fake false hand from like Pantos and stuff. You know?
Yeah, but Mark Henry's son was busy.
Oh no, my hand's missing. Fucking hell. Good. That was good. That was really good.
I thought you missed it.
No, I was talking over it at the time and I regret it now. Sorry about that. That was fucking banter. So let's finish this. So the faces do some moves. Swanton as Justy has to get into position a few different times for it.
God.
For the 1, 2, 3. It was bad, wasn't it?
All the time, one of the prick boys are still outside, still attached to the post.
Standing there going, I'm here too, hello.
I bet he was like, I really hope I'm going to get paid.
So the winners are the face lads of Hurricane Helms and the Angel Cruisers. Again, it was pretty fun. Suited all the other stuff that gone through at this point as well, I guess.
You weren't going to get anything too serious with Hurricane there, though, were you?
Yeah.
So, like, weren't there a quadruple choke slam?
Yeah.
At one point, yeah. Hurricane doing 2 and the other guys I thought that was fun. I'll pop for that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Yeah, it's just fun, silly. you're going to get that with Hurricane.
I'm totally into it, yeah.
I really liked how, again, like one of them did his Hurricane pose and the other one was like, I just want to get out. I'm not doing this jazz.
So next up, we've got Dan Barry versus David Starr. I marked out heavily for the Beverly Hills Cop theme music for Dan Barry. He has got himself over massively in Ireland.
It's amazing now when you look at some of the bigger promotions. You've got Dan Barry, you've got Gene May as well coming through as the comedy, but wrestler who can go, and that seems to be a thing in each of the bigger promotions now. They've got that slightly jokey but can wrestle character.
Sure, yeah. Dan Barry was better than I thought he was in this match. I've seen him wrestle a few times in over the WrestleMania weekend shows and such like that. And he obviously does the High Spot show where he interviews people. I don't know if you've seen this.
No.
He's genuinely a funny lad, you know. But I did an absolutely great introduction. The fans seem to give a shit about him, you know, like
because he's American Irish.
Well, yeah, plastic Paddy, we might call it, but you know, it is what it is. So I marked the fuck out because Davey Starr, as a heel, is coming out to Sinead O'Connor's Foggy Dew, the absolute banter of doing this on like St. Paddy's Day weekend.
Did you hear one of the chaps did you hear one of the lads in the crowd get picked up? I wrote it down. He was like, nah, fuck that. That's fucked up.
I heard that.
Yeah.
He's even wearing orange, white, and green trunks to boot with something written in Gaelic on the back. I don't know what that was, but
well done, David Starr.
Yeah, that was quality.
But people genuinely seem offended. Pretty funny. As the Irish drums kick in, he's the cream in your coffee, your favourite wrestlers, etc.
And he was saying it along as the ring announcer as well.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
The fact that he will do his own like announcement. Because
Sure.
at Milton Keynes we saw him, and on the way home I was like, oh, I didn't really.
Because you weren't a fan of him,
no,
were you?
I wasn't. But here, I fucking love you. That's a fucking hill.
Now here's something: unionise. We the Independent.
Yeah.
Because we've not actually touched on this. Not to try and get in anyone any more trouble on this podcast. Stick your neck out.
We've already done an hour. Go on. Okay.
Yeah, well, what do you think?
I like the idea of union. I'm a very centralist in my political views in general. I'm a bit left of centre. So the idea of having a union is good to me. If it disrupts Brit Rest even more than it is, then it's a problem. It has to be reasonable, but workers deserve rights and all that sort of shit. As a freelancer, I would love to be paid every time I work. Sometimes you just don't get paid. It sucks.
Yeah,
I get that about pro wrestling. What about you boys?
I don't really know enough about it.
Fair enough.
I obviously know what he's doing, but I haven't actually researched it enough to.
Sure.
I like the idea that the money raised from We the Independent and buying all the clothing and everything is used to help sponsor athletes to get, as part of equity, to get their performing arts insurance so if they are injured in the ring.
That sounds pretty capitalist to me, Tex.
Welcome to the world, motherfucker. I go on cruises.
Don't think Davey Starr would like that, you know, but like, yeah.
But they make the money from the company and they give it back to help top-level British wrestlers.
Sure, I'm taking the piss, obviously.
My problem is going to become, because this whole We the Independent thing has become a cool merch thing, and the whole being part of this apparent attempts to unionise wrestling, albeit fine, but then you're going to end up with not top-level stars joining this because they've got a bit of money, and then they're going to be basically going to the smaller promotions who maybe rely on people of that level and go, well, if you're not paying me, I'm not turning up.
Yeah.
I don't know... realistically, if people are going to sit there and start going, well, I'm part of David Starr's union, so you're going to have to pay me like Tim Pot shit show in a pub. And I think, as you said, if it's not administered correctly, it'll be shit. But I can't imagine if this kicks off that in 5 years' time, you're going to have like, we want rights for all of our stuff on Turnbuckle TV, and if you don't give it to us, we're not going to turn up to your shows, and have a massive Brit Rest walkout for the sake of like £2 a show.
Yeah. Technically is the law, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I also go with the approach of how much money do they honestly think there is in Brit Rest?
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Realistically, for everyone to be able to have a piece of this pie.
Yeah, we can't all be selling out like 2,000, 5,000 seat arenas regularly.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I mean, let's take
But there definitely should be a thing of like guys like OTT, Progress that should be paying their guys decently, but they seem to.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But what I look at is, let's say, for an example, let's take IPW.
Yeah.
They do some of the shows in Canterbury where you've got maybe 80, 90 people there. And the talent they bring along, if these guys are part of a union and they don't make the money on the gate, that promotion's going to fold. because they'll be like, "There's no money to pay."
Oh, what a shame! Sorry. So
I'm never going to get booked anywhere ever again.
Don't worry about it, mate. So
It's fine. I'm part of a union. I should be all right.
Exactly. The crowd instantly start doing the ring camp music, but Dan the whole time. They do Cena's theme, they do Roman Reigns' theme, with just saying Dan's name. Like, they're just super fucking over. Dan Barry is significantly better than I remember him being, like I mentioned. Fun technical stuff. Breaks down into some stiff strikes and starts to ramp up towards the end. Awesome looking big punch by Dan, gets little reception from the crowd. Stiff strike exchange, huge dive to the outside over the corner post by Dan Barry. But no one really catches him, so I was like, where's Murder Clown when you fucking need him, you know? Got one in there. So Dan Barry just can't pull Davey Starr away. They're doing a lot of moves now. It kind of gets a bit like, all right, I think you've done enough. Just finish the fucking match, you know, for me.
It drags a bit.
Yeah, time to go home.
Yeah, sure. It was like 4 or 5 spots too many almost, I felt.
Someone needs to get Fox's earpiece and go, tell him to go home, mate.
Yeah, especially the middle of the card.
Bodum's not here, you should be fine.
I know Davey Starr is like a big star here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like anyway. So big lariat by Davey Starr, powerbomb onto the knee, which he has a name for, I'm sure.
I called it powerbomb backbreaker.
It's cool. I don't know what it's called, but it's cool.
Absolutely, yeah. It looks devastating, but you can see he's doing it quite safely and shit. I'm sure it would kind of suck to whip back on someone's knee like
Awful.
that, but yeah, I think he does it safely.
It looks safe enough.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I've done a wrestling training session. I know what I'm talking about. For the 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Davey Starr. The crowd just seemed to kind of run out of steam towards the end of the match. Really
probably because it went on just that touch too long.
Sure, yeah.
If they'd taken a couple of minutes off it, then I think they might have kept them, just a little bit too long.
Yeah, cool.
Also, at this point of the card, this was where Interval was at the live show.
Oh, okay.
So, as you said, they were flagging a bit by now because they're at half-time. They want to go and toilet break, want to go and get a beer.
Insinuating the Irish are thinking about beer.
What do most people want to go and do at a wrestling show? It's half-time, or even at a football match. Half-time, we'll go and get a prawn sandwich.
I'm just trying to get you in trouble with the Irish now. It's all good.
Well, I do at the Emirates where I go.
Yeah, fucking A.
Whatever, Tottenham finally won a
God, let's not talk about
match.
football. Please, let's not talk about football. It's been fucking terrible last few days.
I don't like football anymore.
That's my line. I say that all the fucking
And yes,
time.
I've said that on a podcast now. I don't even like football.
Yeah, fucking A. Who cares?
What is this football?
Allegri in, am I right?
We'll talk about it off air.
All right, fair enough. So,
Potch out.
Wenger in.
Agent Wenger at it again. Anyway, let's go.
Video pack. Shut up. Video package of Martina being pissed off. Cage match clips from previous stuff we've seen before. Serious Martina, not something I've seen before.
Did you not see the boys from the flats in that footage?
Probably.
They were in that. She cost them the match. I got that
okay.
story. I got that she cost them the match.
Right.
And that was the boys from the flats.
Okay, cool.
So just
thank
did a
you.
little
Appreciate
bit
it.
of-
Yeah.
See,
The
it's
story
not all
makes more
tax.
sense when you have that. I'll just carry on. So, serious Martina calls herself a joke, but doesn't want to be anymore. Puts over Satomura as like a woman she's been out there to Japan and wrestled with and all sorts of stuff. You right there?
Just keeps going off.
You can mute it or whatever if you want.
So your bookings from the Union, you know, Big Show, Mankind, Ken Shamrock, and Test.
Leading up to our match of Session Moth Martina versus one of my all-time favorites, Miko Satomura. Sesh entrance is just fucking great. Green leopard print gear, just fucking hilarious. Like on the more serious side, and I'm used to seeing her, and I miss having the other techno song,
Yeah,
whatever it was. I don't know if you've seen her entrance before.
I have, yeah.
I have as
she's
well.
fucking
But
great
she's
there.
more serious. She's playing the characters going against Satomura.
Sure. Satomura's legacy, if you don't know about it, is just an absolute madness. She trained like half of the Joshi girls and like created that style essentially
Oh,
that
okay.
you see in this match. Like she's
I've seen
real
her.
major deal.
I've seen quite a lot of her matches.
Sure.
I don't
She's been in
know.
the UK a lot recently.
Yeah.
She's done like Fight Club, she's done Progress, she's done a whole bunch of stuff. She seems to be here like fairly regularly.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, treat. I
Very
would
much
say.
so.
Just something about the way I've written it down. Like there's something about like the Japanese,
Yeah.
especially in foreign promotions. There's
Especially
just
the
like a
Joshi girls.
class.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a class that they seem to carry themselves with.
There's a documentary of Satomura training girls in Japan, like back in the early 2000s, probably late 90s. You've seen it, right?
Yeah,
Because I think I sent it to you.
yeah.
And mate, Oh my god!
Really?
You think pro wrestling training is bad from like what you've seen people do and stuff? She just beats the fuck out of people.
Really?
And she literally would take them and drop kick them in the face repeatedly until they're bleeding and bruised up and shit, just to be like, "You coming back tomorrow?" You know, she's a cunt.
She had a different training style to Moolah.
Wait, she mates with Suzuki, is she?
Probably. I think no, it's her and Suzuki and Asuka that had a match.
Yeah.
That?
Oh, that's
my god,
that is horrific.
Punching a woman in the face
But
repeatedly.
she told him to, didn't
yeah,
she?
she wanted
was like,
it. She loves that match apparently.
If you haven't seen that match, go and track it down. Suzuki.
It's horrendous, but it is horrendous, really, isn't it?
Sure, it's terrible. Like I get terrified when I see that shit. But again, it's the characters and the story and everything. It makes sense.
And it's
you know?
Asuka proving that she's a badass.
Yeah,
and she's fucking hardcore.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because of her, we've now got Goth Kairi Sane.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
So, much like the commentators, I get goosebumps every time Miko wrestles. I've written her as like female Misawa. I don't know if you know who that is, but like Mitsuharu Misawa trained a lot of the Noah kind of All Japan guys.
Yeah,
had a lot of the classic Kobashi matches and such. Like he's like
you've brought him up on
guy.
pods before, I think.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably for the New Japan stuff. I don't seem to remember talking about whatever. So this is a genuine like Joshi main event style match. Grounded, hold for hold, stiff strikes, an incredibly slow build. Like this is that Joshi style.
Proper storytelling as part of the match.
Back and forth, plucky underdog versus grizzled vet. It's not like with WWE where you have the shine, the middle section where the heel just takes over and then you have your finish. It's constantly like she fights back, she takes over, she fights back, she takes over. It's a very unique kind of Joshi style thing to do. I get really pissed off with Martina adjusting her tights like every 2 fucking seconds.
Just leave your trousers alone, Martina.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's paranoia being a bigger person, like talking as a bigger person. I can respect this. I'm constantly doing this with my t-shirt and stuff, you know, 'cause I'm like, I don't want people seeing that I'm fat. You know what I mean? Not that she's massive or whatever, but you can feel that like insecurity in her. Just constantly adjusting Martina. Well, there you go.
So does John Cena.
So she misses a code breaker off the top. A double head stomp and kick by Satomura. DVD by Satomura for the 1, 2, 3. It comes completely out of nowhere. There's no build to this finish, really. Like, it felt a bit sudden.
But I think that added to the match.
Okay,
it's because Martina's being serious. She's got this. She's gonna go all the way. She's missing her Death Valley drivers, backstabbers, etc.
Yeah.
And then Satomura would be like the veteran's case of, okay, you can play me at my game, but you're gone.
Yeah. There's no false finish,
which is great. I loved it.
Yeah. There's no, we've got to do 20 spots here to make this happen or whatever. It's a DVD that finishes the match, you know.
But they hit it once. It's once and done. Like not having to hit multiple fucking times. There's no Canadian destroyers.
Yeah, sure.
And stuff like that. It's just
it's so funny how you expect one in every match now. You know?
Like not many super kicks or anything like that. Just a DVD and done.
Absolutely love it. Yeah,
really enjoyed this match.
You can feel how the crowd is shocked because they're not used to seeing this type of match.
Yeah,
because they're just used to seeing high spot after high spot after high spot because every match up until this point has been that.
But this was brilliant.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. And again, a nice thing to come back in after the interval as well. Something different, and then it allows you to start building the card for what some would consider the bigger names for the rest of the show.
Yeah, and if you really thought anyone was going over Satomura, you're probably kidding yourself because if you know who she is and such, she doesn't really lose very much.
I know it's going to sound really silly, but like Satomura is probably doing this going, I've wrestled in America, I wrestled in London, in England. Have you heard, and to her friends in Japan, have you heard of Ireland?
It was a hell of an atmosphere for it, you know?
Cool. Again,
I love how they rave and drink at the end as well, doing session stuff. Well, it was a good laugh.
I liked it, but then it's a case of, well, you've just gone on this whole video package saying you're going to be serious, and now you've got Satomura.
I thought it was her realising that she's tried to be too serious and not been herself enough, and she's like, oh, fuck it, I'll just enjoy the moment, you know?
But, I mean, I love Martina. I think she's fantastic. And as you said, in all seriousness, for young women who are body conscious on like TV shows and wrestling shows who have to wear this quite expansive gear, people like her and Nadia Sapphire, they're beautiful, talented women, but they're not stick thin.
No, sure.
Which is fantastic. It's
Wrestlers
a great role
shouldn't
model.
be stick fucking thin, man.
And they embrace it as well, don't they?
Yeah, fucking
No one, luckily, in these days, want to see supermodels wrestle. They want to see women who can go.
beat the shit out of each other.
Honestly, good fucking wrestling match.
So do I.
And Martina can go. She's fantastic. And
she's getting better and better. She was a bit iffy to start with, but her last few matches,
her tours in Japan have really helped her.
Yeah.
And again, having some of the other, have people like Tony disappear off the indies means that Martina can step up again.
Sure. Right, let's move on. So OTT tag team title, loser leaves town, 6-man tag team match. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Of British strong style of Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate versus the Kings of the North, Bonesaw, Damien Corvin, and
everyone's favourite,
Duncan Disorderly.
Way. not his first appearance on the podcast.
No, these boys were on a previous show. Do you remember which one?
I can't remember. I couldn't think of it.
Belfast?
Oh, fuck, 5-star.
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen these Kings of the North lads wrestle was for 5-star in front of like 10 people in like a 15,000 seat arena.
During the snowstorm.
So,
That was a show where Bram turned up at the end. Bram was like, can I have a flight home? And Carlito and Masters like, fuck off, mate.
So I'm assuming the Freebirds rule is in effect because this is for the tag team titles, but it's 6-man.
I thought that.
Loser leaves town.
Yeah.
And the whole presumption leading into this and all the stuff, again, looking back at research. Yeah, I try to do things properly now. It's episode 51. I try and do proper research now.
Cool.
The whole general consensus of, right, well, Strong Style have all got their WWE contracts, and they're not doing any indie dates, so this is a fucking foregone conclusion.
Everyone was thinking that, right? Even me watching this was like, oh, well, they should have signed their contracts by this point. Where it was March, wasn't it? So
they were, because like Dunn was already champion there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So they get the crowd proper hyped up, British Strong Style. They do a really good job of getting the crowd going after they were a little bit timid of the last couple of matches, I would say. The Kings in their Freddy Krueger, kind of Murphy and that other lad that used to wrestle as the tag with Alexa Bliss on NXT when they were in the green and red.
Oh, Wesley Blake.
There you go, yeah. What was their tag team name? Blake and Murphy.
Blake and Murphy.
Oh, that's original. So flips and dives to the outside, walk and brawl through the crowd, balcony dive by Duncan Disorderly, Mrs. Dunn and Trent, who kind of just stand there looking bemused, going like, hang on, what the fuck? I thought that was really funny.
What?
The Kings work down Trent Seven, hot tag to Pete Dunne, aeroplane spin, double aeroplane spin by big strong boy Tyler. Really breaks down, hang on, what? Really explaining down. Oh, everyone throwing strikes and stuff as we start to break down. Low blows by the Kings. 1, 2, Trent kicks out. I was convinced that was the finish, so it was a shocking moment. British Strong Style do all the moves, but can't get the job done. British Strong Style do all the other moves. Knee strike, burning hammer combo finishes it for the 1, 2, 3. And surprisingly, in a shock situation, as commentary put it, the contracted guys who can't come back are now champs of British Strong Style.
Good storytelling for the future.
You'd assume so, yeah.
Why wouldn't you want them on your show holding your titles, though? It's British Strong Style, yeah.
Because they're not allowed to come and work your show.
Well, yeah.
Do we have any follow-up? Do we know if they came back?
I did research leading up to the show. I didn't research afterwards.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But can you imagine now if, like, Regal or Triple H turned around and went, no, you can't go there. That's not progress.
You like to think they have like some prearranged agreement because there's a video package after this which highlights their streaming service and quotes that they have NXT and New Japan stars on all their shows. So, yeah, there we go. Anything to say on the match? British Strong Style in general? I mean, we all know how good they are. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Kings of the North guy. I like the Northern Irish gimmick with the red glove thing, which is the flag.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's quite a nice touch. Yeah. But they're pretty bog standard sort of workers, I guess.
They've been around a while, haven't they, Kings of the North?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know much about them. I know Tyler Bate is fucking awesome, though.
British Strong Style are the reason that we have NXT UK. Yeah, because in that UK tournament, plus their development of their characters in progress and up at Fight Club Pro, had Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate not had that barnstormer at Takeover, then because look at the people who've come through. Like Walter, it's his own thing. I don't think that's a case of we've made him. It's a case of he's made himself in WXW.
Well, yeah, basically.
And then
it took a long time. He was like wrestling for fucking years.
Yeah, but also I think he's very much home comfort. Like he still refuses to live in the States. He refuses to go over there. He'll do NXT. He'll do WXW.
I think he's very comfortable.
Yeah, I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, sure.
But like Pete Dunne as a wrestler, considering when which we'll go to at next week's episode, Pete Dunne when he won the Progress belt. I mean, where he was from there to where he is now. Jeez.
Yeah, pretty fucking good. All those boys, they're excellent.
And still fucking young.
Yeah. I mean,
you look at him and Tyler Bate, but the problem is the way they both wrestle It's how long have they got on the clock. They need to probably start adjusting their style because Speak to Dragon.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but it's still great that they fly the flag because they are the very, very best.
Yeah, sure. All right, next up we've got an OTT Women's Championship match of Debbie Keitel with Valkyrie versus Raven Creed, who's a current champion.
Wait, Rosemary? What?
So Debbie coming out with to Down in Mexico, which is one of my favorite songs ever, so I'm just totally in straight away. Copyright doesn't exist in Ireland. Raven has black metal paint but in Harley Quinn colors, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Well done, Raven.
Yeah, it looked awesome. She had the whole, Turbo Negro, that band.
Yeah.
Like with the shit down her eyes and stuff.
Hang on.
Like blues and pinks.
Torito who?
So Valkyrie Lass is mouthing off, eats an elbow straight away. The shine is what I've referred to as limp here. It's a minute or so in. The jump start, the heels take advantage, then immediately back to the facing control, and the crowd just kind of go, wait, what? Like, it felt a bit confusing.
Yeah, I was a little bit like that.
I get the impression they were pushed for time.
It felt a bit like
this is very, very rushed.
Nice kick to the cunt, though. That was a good moment. So, third from last match, bit of the dead slot. They try and do a lot of stuff here, but it doesn't really go over with the crowd at any point, really. They're very generous, but
they're having to follow British Strong Style, have a pretty spotty match.
Sure. So both women working hard, using Valkyrie on the outside to good effect as well. Like, a lot of people don't use the manager on the outside or whatever, so it's nice to see them using her and getting her in the ring.
More managers in wrestling, it adds to the matches. Even though that they're a faction, so the Woken Queens, that's their little gimmick thing they're going.
Yeah.
But, yeah, really good use for the time they had, because this match was only, 4 or 5 minutes, if that.
Oh, okay. I'm a loose track, to be honest. But
I in my notes, it was like, I can't get into this. I know it was only a really short match, but I just wasn't fussed by it.
Yeah, it's true. The crowd, again, were really not too fussed by it either. Raven headbutts Valkyrie on the outside. Long blower to Debbie for the 1-2-3 and a winner, and still is Raven Creed. Its finish was really very sudden. No botches or anything, but yeah, a bit of a lull in the crowd noise and such. Didn't really help, I guess.
No, and I know I said I didn't do any research after this, but just looking down the title history, Valkyrie goes on to win the belt.
Okay,
show.
That makes sense,
Yeah.
So the crowd are kind of a bit dead by this point. So the ring announcer, again, does a really good job of hyping the crowd up. Like, says, like, oh, we're here to support our Irish boy and all this sort of stuff, which I thought was a nice little touch. Like, that little subtlety in pro wrestling can make a huge difference to how the next match feels. And so we've got the shooter, Scotty Davis, versus...
Which they definitely made sure was...
So, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Versus Jushin Thunder Liger on his retirement tour. So Davis goes all through the crowd. Good idea. Gets them all invested in him. He's high-fiving everyone, being a real good face, Now, the weirdest creative choice of the night happens at this point, where Liger's music plays, but it seems to be kind of slowed down. There's no crowd noise underneath it. It seems pretty obvious that they used different music on the night and then have put this in post.
Yeah.
This was weird, wasn't it? It kind of ruined it immediately
where's
for
the
me.
sound gone?
Yeah.
On the plus point, though, it does go to show something from a production value that they've got the commentary and the audio mic, everything going through the same port into their machines. Because, as you said, if this was in post, I'll take the commentary track, I'll take the crowd track, and I'll just paste Liger's music over the top of it.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely a conversation backstage where Liger probably went, why don't you use my music? Can we use your music? Yeah, of course you can. Oh, can you edit it in over the final product? Yeah, you'll watch it, won't you, Liger? Yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
That was the weird thing. Is like, can you not just hop on YouTube quickly and just play the fucking music across the speakers, Take an aux, chuck it in your phone, play the song,
They probably only got one input.
Maybe, man. This is, well, not Brit Rest, but it's Island Rest.
Don't mock video production with only one input.
Anyway, let's move on. So it seems used different music, dubbed this in later. Liger came in full fucking gear. He's got all the robe and the hair and everything. He fucking put everything into this. Tons of red and white streamers for Liger. Really cool to see the level of respect for a legend like this.
It's really nice to see another wrestler starting out getting streamers thrown.
So Scotty Davis gives the streamers a gator roll immediately. I was like, okay, I'm marking out. It's pretty funny. Commentary put it over pretty hard, and they say this is Liger's retirement tour. Liger does Liger things. Davis looks great, to be fair to him too. Like, really impressed me, actually.
And only 18.
Yeah, incredible.
So he's got a massive future. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Did we see this guy wrestle for IPW?
We saw him wrestle at Progress.
progress.
Because he teamed up with Devlin to win the tag belts.
Oh, that's what it was. Because he won the Natural Progression series,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah. Were you there at that show when you watched it? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Like it was the last.
Sorry, Jax.
yeah. Silas was invited.
I remember. Yeah. Fucking sorry about that. So Liger hits a brutal-looking brainbuster on the concrete. It is absolutely brutal as well. He drops him pretty hard. Scotty Davis pin attempt, actually sitting on Liger's chest while he hooks the leg. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, interesting.
And it's yet again from an 18-year-old to have the confidence to do that to someone like Liger.
Sure.
You do wonder again if it was a Liger idea.
Yeah. So we get to this point in the match where it starts to get a bit hesitant and they're looking for reversal spots, but they're not quite sure what's going on. But he ends up eating a Liger bomb. Then a really shitty botch on some sort of inverted crossroads thing.
It looked very, very awkward. Let's go awkward.
Exactly. Both lads kind of just fall into the corner awkwardly, as I put it. Scotty Davis picks Liger up, repeats the spot for the 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, oh, fuck, no, that was the finish. It was such a shame because I was really enjoying it until this point.
Liger putting him over, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Interesting. Like, Liger's a good boy, you know, like, but he didn't take losses in the past.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, God, putting the future over.
Sure,
like,
absolutely.
Why not? You're retiring. Yeah.
I love Liger so much so that on like the early SmackDown like games on the PlayStation, when you get like the create a wrestler thing, I'd always go into school, look on the internet because I didn't have the internet at home, which is probably why I enjoyed WrestleMania 2000 so much. And you print off like the custom wrestler stuff.
Poor middle class white boy who no internet
in suburbia,
having to use games to masturbate to.
Hey, you've got to use. But I'd always go. Well, I remember because I'd never seen him before, and I saw this character like Justin Liger, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Created the wrestler who looked obviously like Liger. And I was like, fuck me, this guy looks amazing. And they'd always put his movesets in as well.
Nice.
Like, oh, bloody, I love
during that time he had all the best moves, you know.
I love Liger. He knew all the moves as well.
Yeah, he invented most of them, to be fair, so yeah.
God bless you, Justin Thunder Liger.
So it was pretty good up until the last couple of minutes. You know that thing where lucha lads lose track of the spot sequence and they're all just kind of standing there going, it was a lot like that towards the end, like just that last minute. But again, like I think it happens to everyone, doesn't it? At some point, you lose that little finish, and it becomes a bit bullshitty. But whatever. So Liger gets the thank you chance as Scotty Davis kind of, but doesn't get out the ring.
Yeah, that was cheeky.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Yeah, come on, get out. Like
I've literally written in capitals, get the fuck out of the ring and get to the back. It's Jushin Liger who just put you over.
Yeah.
Like, he even waits on the ramp for Liger to get to him to then take applaud as Liger walks away. And I'm like, dude, the second you beat Liger, you go, thank you to the crowd, you roll out of the ring and you give him the ring. It's fucking Liger on a retirement tour.
But it is Ireland versus the world, so come on.
Yeah. Bit disrespectful.
That was my main take home from this match. Slightly clunky finish, but then get out.
But again, he's 18.
Inexperienced, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you would like to have think like, considering like Devlin's his boy, he pulled into one side and said, right, you're going over Liger. This is a massive honour. As soon as you get the pinfall, get out.
Yeah. Thank him. Get out.
Yeah. 18. What year was he born?
Let's not do this.
You do numbers.
2001.
So...
Because he was 18 last year, because it was 2018.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Was it March 18?
This year?
No, March 19. Yeah,
so after Austin's run?
Yeah.
He was born after Austin was champ? You're like, fucking hell. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I got sprayed in the eyes with silly string this weekend by someone who wasn't born until after I finished full-time education.
Oh, no.
So, next up, we get a Jordan Devlin versus Volta video package. Quotes from wrestling critics, even Cornette thrown in here, saying how great their last match was in the video package.
Right.
I'm not sure Cornette says it was great, but they quote a bit of Cornette in there because I picked up that
Cornette.
Dan Conroy's favourite manager.
That was a good question on the Super Quiz Cup, though. I needed that one. So all the anamorphic lens flares and fuzzy video effects for this, they really went all out on the cinematic stuff. Devlin, I'll just put Devlin in his little Rocky montage, runs like Tex Williams. So wow, the last bit of imagery with Volta coming out the sea like a fucking monster confront Devlin.
That was fucking awesome.
I was like, whoa, okay, you got me there. It's like proper Godzilla moment. It was fucking excellent. They randomly cut in some boxing footage as well. I don't quite get the reference. Did either of you get
because of I don't know what happened before, but they were like building up his four punch combo, weren't they?
Yeah, the liver, kidney, jaw, something, whatever. That's
eye socket,
eye jaw, chest jaw, chin jaw. I don't know, whatever.
I can't even remember what it was. One of us should have written it down.
Yeah, to be fair, I probably should have. I wrote the 4 punch combo thing. Maybe I did write it down. Anyway, we'll find out later.
I don't know. I just think it was something to do with boxing.
Okay, I think it was something of they mentioned something on commentary about Bruno beating Tyson. I think that was what the clip was from, but I don't remember.
Underdogs.
Frank Bruno, yeah.
Boxing underdogs.
I think that's what they're going
Devlin
for.
being able to hit punches, basically.
Yeah, sure. And his punches look great, to be fair.
They did.
Fucking great. So, it's time for our main event of the evening. The OTT World Heavyweight Championship match. Has it been defended outside of Ireland? Let's see.
I don't believe it has.
I'm not a fan of calling it a world championship when it's not been defended outside of your country. There's a new promotion somewhere down near us that we all know about, which are doing a one-night event for their World Heavyweight Championship, the first ever. And I'm like, hang on, World Heavyweight? Just me? No, okay, cool.
That's right. Billy Wood's got international jet setting miles.
I don't know what I was talking about, but it's all good. So, our main event of the evening for Volta versus Jordan Devlin. Obviously, the big evil foreigner Volta coming across against homeboy face Jordan Devlin in his second attempt, I want to say.
He lost the belt.
Yeah, he lost.
He lost the belt earlier in the year.
There we go.
At Homecoming 2, I think I wrote. Homecoming 2, he lost the belt, and that was the 5-star match.
Nice.
Because there have only been 3 people to hold the world title, because originally it was the NLW title, which is now their lower tier title. But Devlin won it first. He won it against Timothy Thatcher. And then he relinquished the NLW belt, and then that was when OTT's belt became the main one. He lost it to Walter, and they've only actually been 2 people to hold this belt.
Nice.
So far.
Classic story. Really good. Big, small.
Yeah.
Yeah, typical like David Goliath style story, wasn't it?
Absolutely, man. The fans are totally into it at this point. They really picked back up. Not that they were dull at any point, but they were just massively into this.
They were fired up, weren't they?
Sure. So this is my first OTT show in full, as we talked about earlier, and I know all about this feud. I knew bits and bobs just from reading on social media, so it's got over. So it feels like when you do the big shows like this is the main event to have, isn't it? So awesome camera shots of someone flipping off Volta during his entrance, because Volta's in the background and the hand comes up in front of the camera, and I was like, it's fucking great cinematography stuff. So when Volta is announced, he throws down the strap and steps on it. What a dick.
Yep.
Very nice.
Nice moment.
I loved it.
Really nice moment. Devlin ducks Volta, a big strike to start with, and proceeds to do stiff bastard stuff.
You missed when he went into the crowd on his entrance that there was someone with a World of Wrestling Podcast t-shirt, definitely not a CM Punk t-shirt.
Was there actually?
Yeah. Not
Really?
World of Wrestling Podcast, but it definitely was a Punk one.
Okay. I was like, hang on, we haven't sold that many.
Hang on, no, it's perception. We've sold loads.
Sure. So, brilliant. So until Volta chops the fuck
why
out
haven't you
of
bought
Devlin.
one yet, Silas Roth?
15 quid on Amazon. Go pick up a t-shirt.
If you get it on Prime, it's really quick.
Yeah, sure. So Volta has an Irish flag, throws it on Devlin, stomps the fuck out of it and him in the process. Throws the flag to the floor, uber heat from the Dublin faithful. Devlin keeps trying strikes, suplexes, and even a few chokeholds here and there, but Volta is just too big, too dominant. Volta fucks up Devlin's hand, trying to stop his strike combos. Volta goes up top, Devlin kicks him in the face. Devlin scores a cutter while Volta is perched on top of Brett's rope. Beautiful moment. Devlin tries and tries again to hit the package pile driver, but finally gets it, but Volta manages to roll out of the ring. Really touching moment, because you really felt like Volta was selling for this little dude. Like, really cool, Commentary putting over, this is Jordan's only chance. Something. Is Volta unbeatable? Like, he's finally hit the package pile driver and he still can't get the pin.
But commentary are doing a great job of getting this over
I
as well.
really enjoyed their commentary. I don't know who it was.
All night they did well at pushing stuff over. There wasn't much backstories told.
Yeah.
But then you're not going to get that, are you really?
It felt like a lot of the early matches as well, they're fighting against the crowd noise as well to get their points across, because the crowd is so loud. And it was a really pleasant sound, really nice tone of voice, interesting insight to a first timer watching it. I can't complain at all about the commentary.
No, it's really, really good for
I enjoyed Tony Kelly. For sure.
Okay.
Just he's
the guy with the white jacket at the beginning?
He was the guy with the star on his back.
He was the heel commentator.
Oh, right. So the two commentators, the guys who saw it at the beginning, the one with the white jacket and the guy with the star on his thing, and Tony Kelly. I
think so, yeah, because I think the ring announcer is purely just ring announcer.
They were brilliant, man. Really, really good. So Devlin stops the count out, throwing Volta back in the ring, which is totally a cool thing to see. Huge headbutt by Devlin, because he's got a massive head. Everyone gets to their feet. 450 by Devlin. Volta gets the knees up. Huge German vibe, Volta. Not that he's a huge German, because he's Austrian. Sorry. Volta proceeds to beat the fuck out of Devlin. Devlin now goes after Volta's arm. 450 by Devlin connects this time. Volta murders Devlin on a couple of brutal-looking power bombs. Rear naked choke locked in. 2 hand drops. Thank God they're still doing this, not just doing the one. Oh, he's definitely out, like a lot of people are doing because of MMA. I love the 3 hand drop drama bullshit.
It's perfect from our wrestling when we grew up watching it, because it was always the 3. I remember when Earthquake made someone actually 3-arm drop, and I was like, bloody hell!
He actually went out, Yeah, it's
hammy but brilliant.
Yeah. It's super hammy, really, isn't it?
It's comforting wrestling.
If you're watching someone get choked out and you've got the time to lift their hand 3 times, they're probably dead. Like if they're dead.
Maybe it's just the start of Taz's entrance.
His commentary on AEW was really good this week.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I hated his stuff with TNA. He was fucking great next to Excalibur.
I mean, let the pigeons loose.
We talked about this previously, where I was like, I'm not a big Taz fan in his commentary style. Did you watch the AEW Dark stuff?
I haven't seen it yet.
It was literally late last night.
I will be watching it, because he did one last week as well, didn't he?
No, this was the first one.
Was this the first one?
Yeah. Okay. Highly recommended. Really cool. The wrestling's a bit like, okay.
I'm so happy that my
Taz
main
on
wrestling
commentary
is now AEW Dark and NWA Power. It's great.
Really? I'm
so happy. It's great.
I'm exclusively watching whatever we watch for the pod in AEW at the moment, so I'm really enjoying it.
But let's get to the end of the show.
Anyway, sorry. We can just chat bollocks about wrestling, can't we? Do we need to finish this? Anyways, 2 hand drops. Devlin keeps his hand up the 3rd time.
2 hand drops, Devlin.
That's what I heard.
Drops.
How?
Drops.
That sounded like hand jobs.
Scotty Davis and Finn Balor on the other side.
For fuck's sake. So huge throw, capture, inverted pile driver by Volta. That's now his finish, it seems to be. I love how he hasn't got a name for this finish.
That's because he killed it.
No, he just does this giant fucking inverted pile driver thing. Like, I don't think... Does he have a name for it? Have you heard anything? No, me neither.
The Volta driver.
Let's call it that. He's a big fucking Austrian. There we go. So huge throw, capture, pile driver thing by Volta. Only gets 2. Devlin kicks out. Volta grabs the strap, shoves the ref. Great spot with the ref, almost disqualifying Walter.
A wonderful overselling by Foxy.
He did a really good job here of like going up, like calling for the bell and stopping himself, being like, "Get the fuck back in there!"
Can he do that, Joey?
Yeah, fucking A. Volta goes to leave. Joe Cabre comes out and stops him from leaving. The guy we introduced earlier is the owner.
And not being funny, right?
Volta would walk through him, yeah.
Exactly. Just launch him through the Titantron.
Sure. So Volta goes to hit the other exit and is stopped by the more than hype lads. I'm like, well, he could definitely walk through them.
Yeah.
You know,
literally walk through them. Yeah, what are you going to do about it, boys?
You can see what they're doing. They just need more people to make this feel more real, it almost feels like. You know, if you had 10 dudes coming out and stopping him from leaving, it would be more logical.
If you had every Irish guy out there.
Well, in fairness, that's what they end up with.
Sure. Well. But not to stop him from leaving.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, so and some other lad comes out and does the same spot who I didn't recognise. But
I've got this in my notes if you'd like. I mean, it's a good thing it wasn't Session Moth, because she would have run through Walter.
Yeah, sure.
So as I foolishly closed my notes because it was at the end.
She'd have grinded on Walter, wouldn't she?
That would have been amazing.
The serious moment she comes out like,
you know? Mate, she did it to Suzuki, so she could do it to anyone.
Absolutely, mate.
Suzuki of all fucking people.
Dude.
Oh, that was Devlin's teacher who trained him, Paul Tracy. Who came out
I know Paul Tracy is Irish legend. Yeah, sure. I just didn't recognise him. It's been a while since I've seen him. So Devlin dives onto Volta, running double foot stomp thing, almost Bret Piper spot from WrestleMania. All this that hurt. Fucking hell, I just bit my tongue.
So excited.
Yeah, Jesus.
That is going to hurt. That's going to leave him up. Are you going to be able to finish?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's how I can always finish. All the strikes. 5-hook combo by Devlin. 4-hook? 5-hook?
2 hand jobs.
I've written 5 here for some reason.
4, man.
I probably typed it wrong.
That's what they built up the whole night.
Shut up! 4-hook combo by Devlin. Package pile driver. You got to imagine Jordan Devlin doing a package pile driver to Volta is an incredible sight to see. He's twice the fucking size.
Well,
of
they
him.
billed Devlin at 180, didn't they?
Okay.
And then they billed Walt at 180 pounds, and then they billed Walter at like 130 odd kilo, wasn't it?
They bill fucking Jimmy Havoc at 14 stone on AEW. If he's 14 stone, he's like a 7-ton shit to push out.
Sure. So package Pardo and Devlin to Volta gets the 1, 2, 3, and the crowd go fucking bonkers.
Because it's Mania and you've got to have the babyface go over, correct ending, to send everyone home happy.
Of course. And new OTT World Heavyweight Champion Jordan Devlin. That was really bloody good. Great story. Love the slightly bullshitty, overbooked finish. I love the drama of that sort of stuff, you know. All the Irish and Dan Barry celebrate with Devlin in the ring. Volta is still selling on the floor, really putting this over hard because he knows how to fucking work. Eventually, Volta shakes Devlin's hand, reluctantly at the same time.
Yeah, he was a prick to start with, wasn't he? Like, with standing on the belt and the lack of respect. You need to continue that.
Yeah,
I
agree,
appreciate the you've earned my respect thing, and I know the whole idea is it's then going to go Devlin, David Starr as your next thing to do the WrestleMania 10 finish.
Sure. Yeah.
Where Owen came out.
So eventually Volta shakes Devlin's hand while Davey Starr's looking on from the rampway, as you say. Commentary put over that Devlin has done what Davey Starr could never do, beat Volta. Commentary go, "This is OTT, this is Jordan Devlin," which I thought was quite a nice line. Devlin celebrates with the fans, poses on the stage with air cannons and confetti go off. And
it's good to see a wrestler using air cannons and confetti.
And we're out of here. What do you think, boys?
I enjoyed it.
Cool.
I thought it was good. Great
Gonna
show.
watch any again in the future?
Probably, if I can use Mark Blake's things.
For OTT, yeah. Sure.
We sort of alluded to this before we started recording. The problem sometimes with this podcast is if we have good shows, because you can't take the piss out of it. There's nothing funny out of it. But from a pure wrestling standpoint, this was
funnily bad because there was a lot of comedy at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the thing. Enjoyable. Yeah. It was the whole show was enjoyable. There were a couple of slow points, and as I said, I think the women's title match was cut down for time.
Yeah.
And I think it's difficult to judge those competitors based on the fact that the time they had.
Because you imagine this would be a 3-hour show, and it went 3.5.
Yeah.
So it's quite a long one.
I mean, in fairness, though, they did have a 20-minute start of promos and everything at the start of the show. But I'd say cracking promotion, great production values, a phenomenal commentary, most enjoyable and listenable commentary we've done on an independent show probably ever on the podcast.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Nothing stuck out. They did the job. They were there and told the story. It was, nothing was out of place. No one was being snarky and getting themselves over deliberately as a commentator. They were telling the stories and adding to the match that was there. And so both the guys in commentary and OTT, outstanding.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree. It was great commentary.
Little things I noticed I'd kind of noted down as the show was going on. Practically the whole show is pro wrestling.
Yeah.
We're so used to seeing, let's put 10 vignettes here, let's have all this opening video package stuff. There's very little of that. There's a big chunk at the beginning. There's that one really weird student-y film bit with the dog getting kicked and the midget getting hit by the car and stuff, which, is comedy shit. But then everything else, it was like, okay, we'll finish this match. Here's some stuff at the end of the match. Straight into another match, which I appreciated. A couple of video package and one very silly vignette as well. Great start. Middle was a little bit pants and a bit slow. A few sudden finishes, which again felt a bit rushed, but obviously with time constraints. A few little botches here and there, like at the end of the Liger match and such. It's a bit of a shame. But the main event, goddamn, just fucking brilliant. Really, really good storytelling. How you can take a small guy like Devlin, let's face it, is a very small guy for the leagues of professional wrestling, and a giant fucking monster like Volta, and create a believable story that everyone watching, everyone in the arena is completely behind. That's the magic of pro wrestling, isn't it?
But I think they took the template from Wembley with Tyler Bate and Walter.
I thought that.
Sure, yeah.
But the fact that it goes to show how good Walter is, because he can make these smaller people, well, obviously everyone's going to be smaller than him, but he can make smaller opponents look a credible threat when they need to be a credible threat. And I think that's the thing as well that you've seen with Devlin. Considering when we first saw him in the first UK tournament, I saw him first round, I think he lost, and I was like, he's not. He is really just budget Finn Balor. But in the last 2 years, he's again, through having the ability to step up the card because of the spaces that there are, broken record, he's become quite good.
Sure, yeah. This is probably the best match I've seen him wrestle.
But I think he's spent the last few years hearing that he's a budget Finn Balor.
Oh, Ben Fella.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
Ben Fella.
Spoonerism's great. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. If you spent the last few years, you're just a fucking shit bit fit. I went to that again.
Why are you saying that?
Finn Balor. Finn Balor. You're just a shit Finn Balor. Yeah, or Devitt. Yeah. It's gonna light a fire.
Yeah, I think that
it's either going to light a fire or kill you. It's one or the other. So to see that he's taken that on board and just gone, fuck you, it's really great to see.
And I'd say now he's a pretty good Jordan Devlin.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not the biggest fan.
That's why I said pretty good.
Nor me.
Yeah, but it worked here. It
Yeah.
really worked here. I doubt he could take someone else of a lower caliber and bring them up to this standard.
I don't think he'd be able to elevate to that level, but Walter can bring people up, whereas Devlin will always be a good upper mid-card wrestler for an independent promotion.
Maybe so, man.
And
is it a size issue more than anything?
No, I just think it's a character and a promo, and he's getting better at it because he's getting more opportunities to do it. In my opinion, he's not my cup of tea for a wrestler. He's definitely got a lot better in ring and his storytelling in the ring, his facials and his selling and his the desperation, but the I've still got to keep going sort of antics in this match with Walter was fantastic.
Yeah,
but I think from a Devlin standpoint, outside of OTT, I can't imagine you going, here's our main belt, we want you to be the figurehead of our company, and we want you to run with it. I'd like to be proven wrong.
Yeah, maybe Progress will at some point.
I was just thinking that would he? Like, look at the caliber of the guys that have held the Progress title over the last few years. Is Devlin that good?
I think he would take it as a compliment,
But I also think that next year we're going to see a massive change because with Matt Richards joining Creative as well now and Jim going away to do other things, they've obviously got new commentary.
Is that confirmed now?
Yep.
Jim going to the E?
Jim's going to still work with NXT.
Right.
Through what they've said online. He's working... Matt Richards joined Creative immediately after the last Progress show.
Yeah.
And he's going to be then the MC from Chapter 101. Matt on Creative is going to be really, really good because obviously he's got a lot more sight of some of the Midlands to Northern wrestlers as well, so we're going to probably see a lot more of those in Progress.
Interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wonder you're going to see quite a few of the favourites of some people may not get the same opportunities going forward. I assume with Glenn and John still being there, hopefully they'd still have some form of continuity, but obviously Matt's going to come in. And, Matt's a really creative chap. He's a really nice guy. I think he'll do a great job, but I think it'll be after Chapter 100, it'll be a real transitional period for Progress to see how they get on.
Right. Are you going to watch OTT again?
I'd watch their big shows. If there's a compelling main event, I'd probably watch bits of it for characters, and obviously some of it was a lot of fun. If there's a big show we go over to in Ireland, I think I'd enjoy it more by being there in person. You'd be able to.
I think it has
atmosphere.
to be really. I don't want to see them in London. It would just be like Progress crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think being amongst positive fans who cheer for who are part of the show for the right reasons would be really enjoyable to go to an indie show like that.
I think to experience the Irish crowd as well, it seemed like a fucking riot. It looked like a lot of fun.
It was hot all night, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. But not to like the distracting points,
They played
most
their...
of the
They played their part.
It's the whole concept like 12th man in football. They were the 12th man. They helped make the matches. The commentators were giving the narrative and that they were giving the backstory for it.
The one thing I really liked about them is that they had the creativity within the crowd enough that there was more than just like two melodies of chants. I'm so fucking sick of hearing da-da, da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da for like fucking 4 hours of Progress. You know what I mean? I'm like, please stop that one fucking melody. Like, it just bugs the fuck out of me. Because it was nice the Irish fans were like, using different chants the whole way through the show as well.
And again, it didn't distract from the action they were paying attention.
That really grinds me. That fucking melody, that daddy cool shit.
We should probably end this now before we...
let's crack on.
Before we lose any other media coverage of other promotions we're not invited back to.
Progress do a lot of good, but yeah, fuck it. This is the OTT show, isn't it? So, what was I going to say? I would say the quality of the Irish lads that obviously trained through OTT and Joe Cabrera, I think, is the guy that does a lot of the training for them. I thought they were fucking excellent. Really good.
Yeah, very technically proficient.
Like fuck all botches all night, pretty much from the Irish lads, apart from the one.
Other than the main number 2 guy on the card.
Exactly, but shit happens. But you think about all the guys in the tag matches earlier on as well.
Really smooth.
Super solid, great characters, entertaining, funny. They may not be the most dynamic of people in the world, but you can't have everything, you know what I mean?
No, the more than hype guys, as a group, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
As singles guys, I don't know if there'd be enough about them.
There need to be a trio.
But they seem, the bookers seem to have recognised that.
Yeah.
So they understand they can
make them a stable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see that a lot from other promotions out there, really. Like there's a few here and there, but they seem to have a really, really good stock of guys coming through.
They're aware of what they've got and how to use them.
Sure.
They know how to use their guys.
Yeah. This is how you stop Brit Rest dying, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, and also I think
people under gimmicks that work.
And I think they're also lucky to obviously still do these contender shows, so they know they're always going to be subscribed. They're always going to have a good run of people.
Sure, yeah.
Because if you've only got like a 6th place on a card and you've got hundreds of people applying every time, you're going to find good people.
Cool. I'd highly recommend this company to anyone. Have a look.
I will watch again, for sure.
Right. Ratings? Just for the show exclusively as its own thing out of 5, what would you give it? Cornflakes?
You don't do halves, do you?
No, I prefer it if you didn't. You can if you want, but I think you're a cunt the whole rest of your life.
And Mr. Kellogg would be unhappy that
I actually am a cunt.
Join the crew, mate. You know what I mean?
I'll say a 3, just because it was solid. It was solid, good show. Not outstanding though.
Okay.
Like it wasn't, was it really?
So if 5 is outstanding, why not a 4 out of interest? Just because you've started to analyse it now. What detracted for you?
Racism.
No, fuck off.
Not a race.
I don't think anything really detracts it. It's just it was a good solid wrestling show.
Do you think it needed like more story, for example?
Possibly a bit more story, but not much. A few matches stood out.
Yeah.
Like we liked the Martina match.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Jushin Liger was good. Like that was good, but not excellent.
Yeah.
BSS, obviously, they're cool to watch, but nothing. And then the main event was really good, but nothing was superb.
I get
like
you.
5-star. That, if that makes any sense. What
sure,
I'm trying
absolutely,
to get across.
it does. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Happy.
4 stars for the wrestling show alone because the main event was great. Anything with Jushin Liger on it is phenomenal. Martina's good fun to watch with Satomura, great. And Club Tropicana coming out to Toto's Africa. That always ups it a cornflake to me.
I would say the first 3 matches really sold me. I love funny bullshit wrestling. This probably is going to sneak into 4 for me, but it's closer to a 3 than a 5. Let's put it that way, you know. But yeah, really, really good. I enjoyed it. Go check out OTT. Just search the internet for them. OTT_wrestling. I think they're on Twitter.
That's on Twitter, yeah. And they're OTT on demand if you want to go and have a look at their streaming service. I don't know if they do a free trial. I don't think they do.
I don't know.
No, but definitely have a check.
Because I've been signed up for years. So there we go. So worldofwrestlingpodcast.com is the best place to find all our episodes, including episode 50, the 2 Super Quiz Cups and all this sort of stuff. What's your social media, my friend?
My Twitter is I am Silas Roth.
Well remembered.
Yeah.
At the Tex Williams on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much for everyone who came along to SCPW and cheered me on. Again, even though I'm a Battle Royal specialist, lost, but I'll be up at Wrestling 4 in Halesowen on the 1st of November.
Have you ever won a Battle Royal?
Never won a match.
Just tries really, really hard.
Still get over though, kids.
I'm Fanboy Rich on Twitter is probably the best place to get a hold of it, and Instagram. I don't use it. So World of Rest Pod on Twitter is probably the best place to get in contact with us. If you want to suggest a show, do anything in the future, go buy a t-shirt on Amazon. Just search worldofwrestlingpodcast.com. You'll find it, and it'll be great, and it's fucking cheap and awesome.
I like the fact you didn't bother finishing the sentence. If you'd like to suggest a show, go and buy a t-shirt. As in, people can't suggest a show unless they buy a t-shirt.
The shilling thing does not come naturally to me at all.
Next week, we're going to be doing the first wrestling show we ever went to together.
Boom.
Chapter 36, Progress Wrestling. We're going to need a bigger room.
We definitely didn't shit on that company today. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.